God says, don't skip this. This message is urgent. This message is holy. And this message is for you. Yes, you who have been crying in silence. You who have felt a strange distance in your relationship lately. You who feel something sacred is slipping through your fingers. And you don't know why. You didn't just stumble upon this message. Heaven pulled you to this moment. Because what you're about to hear could stop something devastating. It's not too late. But if you ignore this, you might lose your soulmate. Forever. And I don't want that to happen. I am speaking this through divine breath. Through spirit, through every fiber of heaven, this word is reaching your soul. So please, listen closely. Like this video and subscribe our channel if you trust in God's plan. And open your heart. Because your soulmate is about to walk away. Not because they stopped loving you, but because you stopped listening. Because somewhere between the love letters and the late-night talks, you stopped seeing them. You stopped cherishing them. You became distracted by the noise of this world. You forgot the quiet music of their soul. You started protecting your pain more than protecting the person I sent to heal it. You built walls when they came to build a home with you. You stopped praying with them. You stopped laughing with them. You stopped being present. And now they're on the edge of giving up and letting go. Not because they hate you, but because they feel invisible to you. And the enemy has been whispering lies in their ears. Telling them they deserve better. Telling them that maybe they're not really loved. Telling them that you'll never change. But I'm not done with this love. Not yet. Because this love was written in heaven. I know, I designed it. But even heavenly love needs care. Even soulmates can walk away when the soul feels starved. Let me tell you something you may have forgotten. When I created them for you, I placed inside them a divine mirror. Type God please save me. A mirror that reflects not only who you are, but who you can become. They saw your wounds and chose you anyway. They touched your broken pieces and kissed them tenderly. But even the strongest soul cannot carry the weight of being unseen forever. You've been busy surviving. I know. You've been hurting. I see that too. But in your fight to stay afloat, you stopped reaching for the very person who would have pulled you out of the storm. And now they feel like a stranger in the story you were supposed to write together. They sit in the same room but feel oceans away. They smile, but it's a smile that hides tears. They wait for you to ask what's wrong, but you've been too tired, too distracted, too unsure how to fix it. So you say nothing. And they quietly break. My child, I did not bring them into your life to be your burden. I brought them to be your blessing. But blessings must be watered, or they will wither. Even roses will leave the garden if you stop tending them. Even angels grow silent if you stop listening. And now is your moment to turn around, to pause, to see them again, not just with your eyes, but with your soul. To remember the way they held your hand when everyone else let go. To recall the nights they stayed up praying for you when you didn't even know. To feel again the fire that once made you both believe the impossible. Because that fire is still there. But it needs your breath. It needs your effort. It needs your repentance. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up. To say, I'm sorry. To say, I still choose you. To say, I want to get back to us. Because right now, they're packing bags in their heart. Not because they want to leave, but because they're tired of not being fought for. My child, how many times do I have to show you? Love isn't just a feeling. It's a decision, a daily one. It's forgiveness offered before an apology is spoken. It's time given when you have none. It's listening without fixing. It's holding them when their world falls apart, especially when you feel like falling too. And right now, that kind of love is what will save this. But you must act quickly, because the door is still open, but not for long. The moment is fragile, the clock is ticking, and if you let this pass, your soulmate may walk out of your life with tears in their eyes, but resolve in their heart. They won't be angry. they'll just be finished. And once a soul decides it has no place left to bloom, it won't return to the place it withered. So listen, this is your divine warning, but it's also your divine chance to stop the enemy from stealing this sacred bond, to fight for what heaven wrote, to choose humility over pride, presence over performance, love over ego. You still have time, and I will help you, if you let me. If you open your hands and surrender, if you let go of the need to be right and reach instead for what is real. Come back to love. Come back to truth. Come back to the reason you smiled the first time you met them. It wasn't just chemistry. It was calling. It wasn't just attraction. It was alignment. I orchestrated it. Now I'm asking you to protect it. Don't let fear make your decisions. Don't let old wounds become new walls. Let me heal what's hurting. Let me soften your heart. Let me remind you what real love looks like. It looks like patience. It looks like kindness. It looks like commitment, even when feelings are faint. It looks like faith. My dear one, if you still love them, say it. If you miss them, show it. If you're afraid, bring that fear to me. I'm not done writing this love story, but I need your agreement, your surrender, your courage, because heaven is fighting for this, but you must fight too. You think the silence between you means the love is gone, but sometimes silence is just a cry that no one has heard. They haven't stopped loving you. They've just stopped believing that you still care. They haven't lost faith in love. They've lost faith in your attention. Because love doesn't die all at once. It dies in the moments we stop showing up. It dies in the unanswered texts, in the tired replies, in the way we stop holding each other's gaze. You see them every day, but do you see their heart? You hear their voice, but do you hear their pain? They used to laugh with you, freely and fully. Now they smile just to survive the moment. They used to dream with you. Now they wonder if those dreams ever really mattered. But here's what you need to know. They're still in reach. They haven't walked out yet, but they are almost at the door. One more ignored moment. One more day of pretending everything's fine. One more night of sleeping beside someone who feels galaxies away. That might be the moment they whisper to themselves, I can't do this anymore. And if they go, you'll think it happened suddenly. But I've been watching it build for weeks, months, even years. I've seen their prayers. I've heard their journal entries you'll never read. I've held them when they cried quietly into their pillow, when they whispered, God, do I even matter to them anymore? Yes, child, I've seen it all. And that's why I'm here. I love them, and I love you. This isn't about blame. It's about awakening. This is about saving something sacred before it slips away completely. Do not wait until they leave to realize what you had. Do not let pride cost you a once-in-a-lifetime love. Do not be so focused on your pain that you forget they're bleeding too. Reach for them before the goodbye becomes permanent. Speak before the silence becomes the new language between you. Love them now, loudly, softly, completely. Because when they leave, they won't look back. They've given chance after chance. They've fought for this more than you know. They've overlooked 1,000 little hurts. They've carried the weight of both your hearts when yours grew too heavy. But now, they're tired, and I don't blame them. Even angels grow weary when the one they love stops noticing their wings. Even warriors get weak when they fight alone too long. So fight for them now, not with anger, but with humility. Not with guilt, but with grace. Tell them what they mean to you. Not tomorrow. Today. Let your actions scream what your silence has hidden. Let your heart bleed truth, even if your voice shakes when you speak it. Say, I know I've been distant and I don't want to lose you. Say, you matter to me more than I've shown. Say, please stay. I'm ready to love you better. Because here's the secret. They've been waiting for you to say just that. Their heart hasn't closed all the way. There's still a crack where the light can come in. There's still room for redemption, but only if you act now. This moment is holy. This moment is rare. It's your turning point. It's your second chance, and it's covered in grace. I'm standing beside you now, whispering courage into your soul. I'm giving you the words you need. I'm softening their heart even as you read this, because I want this to be healed. I want this to be whole. But I need you to rise. I need you to remember the vow, even if it was never spoken out loud. The vow to cherish. The vow to protect. The vow to keep choosing each other, even in seasons where love feels hard. Love was never about ease. It was always about endurance. You thought soulmates meant it would be effortless. But the truth is, it means it's worth the effort. It means when storms come, you build a stronger shelter. When hearts break, you gather the pieces and rebuild together. When pain comes, you don't run, you lean in. You say, let's heal this, not hide from it. Let's stay, not scatter. Let's begin again. And I, the Lord your God, will bless that. I will restore what you thought was too far gone. I will breathe new life into what feels like it's fading. I will turn your sorrow into testimony. If you move now, if you reach for them now, don't wait for perfection. Just start with honesty. Say, I don't know how to fix this, but I want to. Try. Say, I still see you, even if I forgot how to show it. Say, I still believe in us. And let me do the rest. Let me heal what's too deep for words. Let me remind them of the love that first brought you together. Let me bind what's been torn. This is not the end, unless you choose to walk away. This is not a tragedy, it's a turning point. If you choose humility. If you choose love. If you choose to see them again, really see them, then you will feel heaven move. Then the weight will lift. Then the healing will begin. And what the enemy tried to break will become stronger than ever, because I am still the God of restoration. I am still the God of the impossible, and I am still the God of your love story. You think it's too late, but with me, it never is. As long as there is breath, there is the power to begin again. I know what was said in anger. I know what was left unsaid out of fear. I saw the nights you both cried quietly, in separate rooms, pretending everything was okay. I heard their inner voice praying for your love to return. And I heard yours too, silently aching for connection. This love did not begin in brokenness. It began in light. It was my spirit that brought your paths to cross. But love must be maintained, or weeds will choke what once bloomed in beauty. You both have wounds. But those wounds do not have to be weapons. They can become wisdom. They can become places where light shines through. You still have a future together, but you must step into it with intention. You cannot build something sacred while holding on to silent resentment. Release what they did not understand. Forgive what they did not know how to fix. They are not your enemy. They are your mirror, your reminder, your divine companion. You were not made to be alone. You were made for love. Not the love of this world, but the love that endures, that bends without breaking. The love that chooses peace over pride. The love that chooses presence over performance. Go to them. Look them in the eyes, the way you did when love was new. Let your soul speak, even if your mouth trembles. Let your spirit cry out, stay with me. You may be surprised. They're still hoping you'll say something. They're still praying you'll try again. They may act distant, but deep down, they still care. They've just grown tired of fighting alone. Let them know they're not alone anymore. Let them know you still choose them. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Because love isn't about never falling. It's about choosing to rise together after every fall. I see the timeline that could have been, and I also see the one that still can be. One path leads to regret, tears, and years of what if. The other leads to healing, breakthrough, and a bond stronger than anything you've ever known. But you must act, and you must act now. This is your window. This is your divine interruption. This is me stepping in before it's too late. Don't ignore this stirring in your spirit. That's me speaking. Don't harden your heart. Soften it. Let it be moved. Go find them. Speak gently. Hold their hands again. No explanations. Just presence. Just love. Let them feel your soul reaching for theirs. Let them see the truth in your eyes. Even if it takes time to rebuild, I will walk with you through it. Even if trust is bruised, I can restore what has been damaged. Even if you feel you don't know how to begin, I will guide every word. You are not alone in this. Heaven is backing you. Angels are standing beside you. My grace is covering you both. You may think the flame is gone, but under the ashes, embers still burn. It just takes one breath, one act of love, one choice to ignite it again. Let me breathe through you. Let my spirit pour healing through your hands. Let me redeem the time you feel was lost. I am the God who restores the years the locusts have eaten. What was broken can still be made whole. What was distant can still become close. What was cold can still burn with warmth again. This is your promise, but also your responsibility. Will you fight for them the way they once fought for you? Will you pursue their heart, not with demands, but with devotion? This is love's last warning, and also its greatest invitation. I will not force you, but I am pleading with you, because I care, because I created this, and because I see what you could be together if only you'd surrender. Imagine waking up beside them again, not in silence, but in peace. Imagine rebuilding, not from shame, but from shared strength. Imagine laughing again, loving again, growing old without regret. That is possible. With me, all things are. Even this. Even now. But it starts with one step. And you're standing on the edge of it. Will you take it? Will you move? Will you go now and tell them you still believe? Or will you wait and watch the door slowly close? I can open it, but only you can walk through it. I can prepare the path, but only you can take the first step. So rise. Now. Not with fear, but with faith. Not with guilt, but with grace. Let love win this time. Let heaven write the next chapter. Because this is not the end. This is the beginning. And I, your God, will be with you every moment. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to be willing to begin. You don't have to erase the past. You just have to write a new future. You don't need to fix everything overnight. You just need to be consistent in love. They're not looking for perfection. They're longing for presence. They're not asking for miracles. They're asking to matter to you again. They don't want fancy words. They want honesty. They want effort. They want your heart. So speak plainly, love deeply, and move quickly. Before what was once close becomes forever distant. Before the soulmate I gifted you becomes a memory you mourn. Before the laughter you shared becomes something you only hear in dreams, I can still make all things new. I can still resurrect this love. But you must be part of the miracle. Because love without action is like faith without works, empty and fragile. You've waited long enough. You've wondered what to do. This is your answer. This is your confirmation. Yes, you're meant to be with them. Yes, this is worth fighting for. No, it's not over unless you let it be. So turn around, pick up the phone, walk into the room, hold their hand, look into their eyes, and say what's been buried in your soul. Say, I'm still here. Say, I still love you. Say, I see you now and I don't want to lose you. And then live those words. Show up daily. Pray together again. Speak blessings over them when they sleep. Protect their name when they're not around. Be the safe place I designed you to be for them. Let your arms become their peace. Let your heart become their shelter. And when they see the change in you, they'll know I was in it all along. They'll know it was me who stirred you to move. They'll know this love was never ordinary, it was ordained. And when others ask how you made it through, your story will shine with my glory. You will say, it was God who healed us. You will say, it was grace that held us together when everything tried to tear us apart. And your love will become a testimony to generations. You'll look back at this moment, not with regret, but with gratitude, because this was the moment you chose love again. This was the moment you said, I won't let go. This was the moment heaven rejoiced. So rise, child. Don't wait for more signs. This is your sign. Don't wait for more pain. Choose healing now. Don't wait for them to walk away. Run after them in love. Wrap them in mercy. Cover them in grace. And I, your God, will walk with you every step. I will give you words when yours fail. I will give you strength when you feel weak. I will give you courage when you want to give up. Because I believe in this love. Because I authored it before time began. Because this soul was chosen for you, not to be perfect, but to be purposeful. To challenge you. To heal you. To walk with you through fire and joy. To help you become more of who you were created to be. You are better with them. They are better with you. But together, with me, you are unstoppable. You are holy. You are protected. You are covered in divine grace. So don't let fear speak louder than truth. Don't let the pain of the past keep you from the beauty of the future. Don't let the enemy tell you it's too late, because it's not. I am still writing. I am still redeeming. I am still restoring. And what the enemy meant for harm, I will turn into glory. What was dying will live again. What was cold will burn again. What was silent will sing again. Your love will be known in heaven. Because you chose faith. Because you chose forgiveness. Because you chose love. And I, your Father, your Savior, your Defender, I am proud of you. Yes, proud. Because you didn't run. Because you didn't give up. Because you heard my voice, and you answered. Now go. Speak love. Show grace. And watch what I will do. Watch the healing come. Watch the laughter return. Watch your hearts grow young again. Because I make all things new. And I am making this new. Right now. In this moment. Because I love you both. Because I never stopped believing in this love. Because I am still the God of resurrection. Even when it comes to love stories. Even when it comes to yours. This is your time. This is your miracle. This is your holy beginning. So go. And don't look back. Amen. So now, my beloved, breathe. Let my words sink into your spirit like rain upon dry ground. You are not too late. You are not too far. And your love story is not too broken for me to restore. If you act now in love, if you move in grace, I will do what only I can do. I will mend what's been torn. I will soften what's grown hard. And I will awaken what was falling asleep. Because love, true love, is my language. It is not fragile when it is rooted in me. You were chosen for each other. You were written in my hands before time began. And though the winds came, though the silence was deep, the soul connection remains. Reach for it. Fight for it. Pray for it. Speak life over it. And do not let this message pass like just another video. This was heaven touching earth for you. This was my voice, piercing the noise, calling you home to love again. Now walk in it. Speak in it. Live in it. And remember, nothing is finished until I say it is. And I am not finished with you. I am not finished with your soulmate. I am not finished with this love. Go in peace, child. Go in boldness. Go in faith. Because I walk with you. I speak through you. And I will bless you. Your story is not over. It is being rewritten with beauty, with mercy, with me. Now let it begin again. Amen.